Right, everyone. Yes, I did a PCP video from which you remember from before. I'm going to be doing another video on my PCP today, but I'm going to be having a special guest. I'm doing a review on it as well to check in his opinions. And my mate Tyler is going to be firing my PCP. But you'll notice something different this time. I'm not using open sight. I've got a Walther ZF 6x42 scope mounted on it with a parallax adjustable objective on the front. And yes, there are like 11mm dovetail rails cut into it, but you already know most of the details, right? So if I can just chuck Tyler the magazine real quick.
Yeah, pellet load as well to that shot.
So he's just going to be shooting at a beer can here. Now we are just doing a bit of day's plinking, but so I'm just going to get Tyler in the shot. Yeah, if you can move it a little bit forward so they can. No, and if you can walk a bit further down, yeah, that'll be fine.
Ooh, good start, is it?
But yeah, also Tyler wants to get a rifle exactly the same as mine, but he's still contemplating on whether to get it in the same caliber. But in all the times he's fired my PCPs, oh no, tell I thought my camera stopped recording there. But yeah, he's fallen in love with this rifle and he wants to get the same gun as me now.
Headshot on the crowd.
Trying to zoom in here, not very good. No, sorry, no, just finish off the magazine, mate. They've seen me fire it. And also the pellets he's using, I'll show you just very quickly, if I can find the lid. Oh, do you know where I put the lid for it?
I think it's underneath the tin.
Oh, I don't know where I put it, but anyway, the pellets he's using are H&N Sport Field Target trophies.
You know, it's a light gun. I find it quite hard to get comfortable with it sometimes.
I think it might help the fact that if you took the scope off, it'll be a lot more lighter again, because the scope makes it a lot more heavier.
I know, but with the range you can shoot at, it is good with the scope. Feels nice. It's not like my one, no scope, and that's heavy as fuck. But
yeah, well, this only weighs like 2.27 kilos.
Yeah, in comparison, I think it's just I still got a bad wrist.
Alright, well, if you want to just get me in the shot. But yeah, Tyler loves this rifle anyway, so yeah, if you can just tell everyone what you think about it so far.
Well, yeah, like I said to you, the only downfall I've really had with the rifle is that the second and first stage of the trigger, I feel like they're too close together. I don't feel like I'm putting enough pressure on it. Maybe that's just where I'm used to my rifle, but I don't know. It's something I can get used to. It's not really a downfall.
Well, this is obviously the first PCP you've ever handled.
Yeah, I've been with CO2 and brake barrels mainly, but this PCP has really made me enjoy it. And the fact that you can just have a pump and
to charge it up as well.
You know, it's more convenient, more cost efficient. And for what it is, £220 for a PCP, like that's great. That's great because PCP is like £500 to £800. You can get some at $1,000, you know.
Like the Wolverine.
Yeah. But they are, that itself is a really good rifle. I do recommend. If it's your first PCP, that's the one I would go for. It's the one I am going for. Getting to this Wednesday coming now when I get paid.
Yeah, so he's going to be going absolutely batshit crazy when he gets his.
And it, you know, for a small game hunting rifle as well, it does meet the criteria. It's a good target shooter.
And it's a good plinker as well.
Yeah, good plinker. You know, we've done some sick shots, haven't I? So like that pin target and the bottle cap you hit the other day. You know, it can hit him within the inch.
Oh yeah, and also when we went lamping last Saturday night, I almost had my first kill. And I had the rabbit lined up in my sight. And yeah, I placed about maybe 2 or 3 shots, and I think it just kept skimming its fur coat or whatever. But me and Tyler were not very happy about that. I almost had my first
Saw loads
kill.
rabbits that day as well, didn't we? And we seen 2 pheasants in the morning. We woke up because we camped out, we did.
Yeah, and even when we tried to shoot the pheasants, we were like about, what, 80 to 100 yards away. And I think that might have stretched this rifle's limit. But regardless of that, of what range we were shooting at, we were pretty disappointed. Because I was more disappointed than Tyler, because he's done hunting before, like with slingshots, crossbow pistols, and the like. You name it.
Yeah, you name it, man.
So with me, for someone who's only a novice, like I said in my... for someone who's only a novice, like when I did my first video about this gun, Yeah, it was. No, I was pretty disappointed. I really wanted my first kill, but yeah.
But he is a good shot. He's, you know.
Someone who's only getting into using like telescopic sights. Yeah, see if how many holes I can put on that can now. See if I can try and knock it out of the tree. Helps if I take the safety off.
Yeah, yeah. 1 for 1. 2 for 2. It's quite quiet, really, isn't it?
And granted,
like your hat sounds so loud.
Granted, the silencer, I think I said in my first video, I said that this wasn't actually a proper silencer or whatever, but I was going by what the guys in the gun shop told me. But I took this off, and where this little thread is, right, I took it off and I dry fired it, even though I know you shouldn't probably do that. But the muzzle report was way louder. But then when I put this back on the barrel, it's just gone back to being as quiet as it is now. So yeah, it's a decent enough silencer, but
and like the range you take shots at for hunting, it's quiet enough.
But I think I'm this.
I took a few shots and they didn't move today. So,
but the silencer, I think I'd be much rather happy. Well, much more happier with. In all fairness, I would probably get one made by Virearc, because Virearc does make really good gear as it goes anyway. Because me and Tyler have watched Airgun TV's videos and Giles Barry. So hello again, Giles. Yeah, and thanks for that comment you left on my video. I did try those Daystate Rangemaster Sovereigns, and they cycled through the magazine butter smooth. So thanks for that, mate. I really appreciate that. I am going to try some JSB pellets one day, but I want to sort a few issues out with my hats and striker first. But thanks for that comment. It was very much appreciated. Alright, quit yammering on. I'll just shoot the shit out of that thing now.
Yeah. See if you can pin can drop it.
Oh, I almost
close.
Did. Oh.
Might get him on this shot. He's hanging on, isn't he? Oh, if we break the stick above him as well.
I'm hitting the cam. I'm just not knocking it out of the bloody tree.
Should have done a little bit of zeroing before we started. Ooh. It just didn't break.
So yeah, this rifle's a good ideal plinker as well, not just a hunter or a target shooting rifle. Yeah, that thing just shot to bits, because I can see right through the scope. There's holes.
Yeah, you can see the light through it. I want to be able to see on the video. Oh, had him! Pin drop. What are you saying?
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
Look at the dogs. Hey, come here, boys. Look at the puppy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Bass soaking. Look at him.
But yeah, great piece of kit, I gotta say. It's had a few knocks and bashes, and I had to have it repaired once because like the cocking arm fell off, and I don't know if you,
up as well.
And I don't know if you can see, but this had a little bit of a more rounded off bolt face. But I think the gunsmith chopped a little bit off of it, but it still cycles pretty fine. But to stop the bolt kicking up, I find I just have to pull it all the way back into the little cut there.
Or hold your thumb on there.
Or hold my thumb on the back of the bolt, and then when I fire, oh, hang on. Bang, and it stops the bolt kicking up like that. But other than that, this is a really good piece of kit.
But yeah, bearing in mind that only happened because this bit broke off. If this had never broke off, it wouldn't kick up. So that's not actually a problem with the rifle itself. It's just what happened.
And I think it could have been because it's been worked in a little bit. Yeah. And you know, whenever I clean it, I always spray WD-40 to polish the metalwork, and it cleans up real nice. If you're gonna clean up an air gun as well, I would suggest you spray a little bit of WD-40 on a piece of kitchen roll, like paper towels or whatever, and just polish down the metalwork, and it actually cleans it up really nice.
You know, you don't need to use any tough abrasive, and it does leave the nice.
Just use a nice little bit of kitchen roll. Just get around all the metalwork, polish the silencer, the barrel, the air cylinder off, and the breech block and the trigger handle.
Or if you can get hold of it, what I find's better is multi-gliss. That's stuff I use. You get it from Dow Corning, but I think you got to work
which is somewhere in South Wales if you're not South Wales residents.
But you might be able to get it other places. It just won't be the same one I use. But it's pretty, you know, if you got it, you'll know that it's good. Yeah.
And also to Airgun Hunters TV, I think your name is called. I know you're a South Wales resident. If you want, right, and I really appreciate that comment you said, like for a beginner, right, and you're a very passionate man about air guns. So if you want, I'm pretty sure me and Tyler would be more than happy to do a day's worth of shooting with you and get to know you a bit, if you want to. But yeah, I'm still surprised of how many positive comments I've been getting on this rifle so far, so big thank you goes to everyone who has given me all these comments. Right, anyway, I think Tyler might want to do another magazine's worth, so let's just load this bugger up. Right, you know how to load the magazine, right? Put the skirt of the first pellet in that way, and you've got to turn it around.
Sit down.
Oh, it's just over 10 minutes. Well, should we just conclude it now? It's just for upload times. Well, anyway, Tyler, would you just like to give closing thoughts on this rifle now?
For the money, this is probably one of the best pieces of kit you can get. Like, full stop.
Recoil free, and for a 177, it packs a hell of a punch.
And I've done shots at quite a long range with this rifle, so it's capable of doing, you know, you can put a high powered scope on this and you can hit those targets. In 177, we got a lower trajectory, so we know we can get a fast shot, but 2.2, you can get the same rifle. Probably already know that from Josh's last video.
Well, I don't think I mentioned about it being available in both calibers, but yeah, I'll say just in case I may not have mentioned it in my first video, this rifle is again both available in 177 and 2.2, but in 177, considering it's a smaller pellet, this rifle has a 9-shot rotary magazine, but if you got it in 2.2, it would have a 7-shot rotary magazine, as 2.2, as we all know, even novices as well, that's a much more bigger, much more heavier knock-in pellet.
But yeah, this rifle is beautiful. It just is. It's beautiful. If you want to get a PCP, this is the one you should get.
Yeah, it's a good one to start on. It really is. It's a beautiful gun.
And like, even for a kids, this is something a kid could hold.
Oh yeah. Kids have used it. My brother uses it as well.
And my son is only 3 and he shoots our one, and that's heavy. And he could probably shoot this. He doesn't aim down the scope enough. He's free. He shoots from the hip.
So yeah, you got yourself a decent piece of kit, a good scope. Mind you, this is a German scope, so what can go wrong with it? Then yeah, you're talking business. This is a beautiful piece of kit. So, final thoughts before we go.
Yeah. The only thing is probably different about this one that you'd see in other PCPs is where the probe goes in. Usually it goes in the top, and I don't really like those. I like a side entry probe.
Oh, like some air arms, yeah, because they have a different filling procedure.
It's better this way.
But still, this rifle is beautifully made, and it's a really accurate piece of kit, and I've used this rifle for hunting before.
Yeah. It's it is what it is. I can't say anything else. I can't floor it in any way, really.
Strong safety.
Metal trigger, all metal work. Even though it's probably manufactured by Chinese companies, obviously the bits are probably sent out to them, but
it's well made.
It's well made. Like,
so I think that pretty much
panels. Nice,
I think that pretty much concludes our video. So, cheers.
Nice one, guys.
Thank you.